Many people come out here from a small town, from a college where they have a degree. They come out, they graduate from Yale, from Northwestern, colleges that are great with in the theater industry and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've already had some training. Your training came from you personally, like learning to do the sales so you could learn to do the pitches.
Yeah.
So you basically helped yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't somebody saying, hey, here's what you got to do, kid.
Yeah.
You taught yourself even communication skills that helped you to get better.
Sure, yeah.
So when you came out here and you did those things, did it boost your morale about the entertainment industry because you worked at different places and you were still trying? How long did it take you to where you got to the point where I'm going to do something, it's working, or to take a different road down to certain things that you do now?
Yeah. So when I first got here, I finally got comfortable, right? I got at least feel like this is my home now. And it took 3 years, and that flashed by pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But my 20s were spent trying a bunch of different creative endeavors because in Michigan it was all sports for me, and I didn't want anybody to know that I thought I was good at acting or singing or writing music and stuff. So I didn't want to tell them that. But you come to LA and everybody's creative, and I was like, wait, I can be more free. My instrument can be more free. I can be more expressive about what I want to do.
When you were younger, because you thought that you couldn't do it, even though your uncle was a ballet teacher and people in your family,
which is a thing,
arts,
right there. That's the first time I thought I couldn't do something. I could see
why
that,
did you think that back home? Was it the way that people were? Was it the way that the culture? What made you think that you couldn't tell people?
It's the way that I perceived the culture there, because we are drink beer, play sports, go to work. And so that's what I thought they would respond.
Your family.
My family and friends, like my very closest people to me knew that I was interested in like songwriting and stuff, but I didn't want to tell anybody else really. I was in one play.
How'd that affect you emotionally?
I would say I was very closed off back then especially when it came to things that I loved, and which gratefully, through the journey, that's changed. But once I did start doing those things out here, that's right when the internet started booming as well. I started sharing those things, and the people that I thought would speak down to me or think I was an idiot, there's still people that questioned me moving to LA. Don't go to LA. You're going to go out there to be an actor. Come work for me. We'll build something. Or the girl I was dating at the time, I'm not going to go to Northern Michigan University. You just stay home. We'll start a family. And I was like, no, I got stuff to do. Like I know there's something up here. And
so a situation like that, because relationships, we always talk about relationships where people are needy, or people think that maybe a lot of people in small towns. I grew up in a small town as well. The first person they're with, they stick to.
Yeah.
And it's because of, number one, maybe it's a great relation. Number two, they're lonely. Number three, they don't have anybody else, or they just don't know that they can go out and try something.
Yeah. And so how was
that pressure? Was there a lot of pressure from her?
It was, and it was kind of like it was somebody I had known for a long time. It was kind of easy to say no. She also smoked cigarettes, and I was like, I ain't really down with that. So that was like a nice little thing. So it was, as soon as she said something like that, I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm ending this even sooner than I thought I was going to.
Okay.
And, but yeah, so once I got out to LA and I started, flexing my creative wings, people were like, wow, that's really good. Like, they loved, and feeding off of other people that were being creative and hearing how they felt about my stuff, and I wasn't great by any means. Like, especially with music, I always knew I was a talented actor. Music took me a long time to at least get good enough to show people.
Other people's validation helped you seal the deal in your own mind that, hey, I can do this.
I don't know if it was their validation. I think it was more so like just the writing together, and or it maybe early on it gave me a little spark. But yeah, it was more about like the creative collaboration and hearing other people do it, going to an open mic, and then you play a song and then they play a song, and then you're like, wow, this is like, you're building a little family out here.